month end? Is it we do more selling or we do what? Okay, so at tonight, I want to discuss with you what are the proper things that we're supposed to do and things that we can actually consider to do if, let's say, we have not done it all this while. Okay, because in this Amway business, we are the one who should plan our own business. Okay, nobody will actually take responsibility of your business, because when your business grow or when your business become matured one day, we ourselves is the one who benefit the most from this business. Okay, so just some sharing on what are the things that we can do before the start of another new month. So I think this is a very normal cycle, even though normal, but I don't think including myself, maybe we don't practice it perfectly. So that is the reason why we need to attend a session like this, so that we can remind each other that setting goal is very important for every period. Okay, so if let's say this is a smaller view, because normally when we set goal, we also set goal for long term, like 5 years, 10 years. Okay, but if let's say we talk about tonight is month to month, now already month end, so it is time for us to set goal for the new month as well. Okay, so we can set goal in few perspective, which I can give example here. So first, probably we need to learn how to set volume goal. So when we learn set to volume goal, it's not only to build our own personal volume, but at the same time is to assist our current active group to receive PV as well. Okay, so the example, you can set the volume goal as I need to have 3 legs that actually receive PV. So when we say receive PV, if now you have 5 legs, but if I say, oh, these 5 legs, okay, none of them actually generate PV yet, none of them actually have their own customer yet. So it is our responsibility also as a active upline to assist whoever have the intention to build the business to receive this PV in their group. Okay, so you can set that kind of volume goal in that perspective, and not only solely focus on our own personal volume. Of course, that is important, but if let's say your own volume is already established, or you already can secure normally a very sustainable volume, then spend or invest more time to actually help your legs to receive PV as well. So that I think will become a very long-term benefit. And then second is you can also have a structure goal. So if let's say towards the month end now, you can actually start to think or start to take out your structure, or you can log in Amway to view on your structure. Okay, see what is your current organization structure. If let's say your structure is still at the beginning, or probably if let's say you are still new to the business, you are alone, but you will never be alone because you always have your active upline, right? So engage with your active upline and discuss how do you actually have this structure goal. So when we talk about structure goal, we always align back to what the Amway advocates and also encourage us to have, which is to have 3 legs that eventually grow into a bronze structure. So, but then of course, in the short term, maybe you say, okay, next month I need to start to have these 3 legs, and each of these 3 legs need to have their own APC. Okay, and then probably you can also focus one of the leg that can have a deep depth. Okay, for example, 6 level of depth for one particular person or leaders in your group that willing to work closer with you. So help out them, because this is helping each other business. So if let's say you're able to help them, definitely the reward is a win-win. Okay, and then number 3 is a sponsoring goal, which a lot of people didn't put this as a priority, but to me, I think sponsoring is very important because it is only through sponsoring we find and we identify, or we able to locate the person who really serious about the business. So it's not always, even myself when beginning at the business, I always have this wrong thinking, whereby I think, oh, I managed to sponsor someone and then I hold on to him or her, and then I expect to change him or her to become an active person. No, it doesn't work that way. Because if let's say it worked that way, everyone around us will already become a businessman, right? So the trick and also the concept and the logic is always keep sponsoring until we find someone who is keen, someone who is willing to work closely with us. Then from there, we help them go back to the point 1 and point 2, whereby we help them to set the volume goal. Also, we help them to set the structure goal also. That is how the group becomes stronger and stronger. So sponsoring is one of the way for us to locate an active line or an active leaders. Okay, so identify, for example, you can set every month, I want to sponsor 5 people. Doesn't matter it's a APC or ABO. So whenever you set or you put this as one of the goal, and if you every day look at it, you will have that subconscious reminding yourself. And sometimes with this subconscious, it's very powerful, I can tell you, because if you have this subconscious, whenever you have an easy sponsoring, when I say easy sponsoring is whenever you encounter a new friend who is very friendly and they actually proactive ask you about a product, you immediately want to sponsor them already. But if let's say this is not inside your mind as part of the goal, right, you might only end up selling him or her something without even asking, hey, do you want to join or not? Or you want to learn about the plan or not? Okay, you will not take this further step to complete your sponsoring goal. So I think it's important for us to have a balanced goal, okay, volume, structure, and sponsoring wise. And if we manage to take care of this, right, eventually you will become a very strong bronze structure. Okay, so bronze structure in terms of volume and also in terms of the structure lah. Okay, so it takes time, but then if let's say we don't do anything, we will not reach there. But it takes time. If we do something, it's just a matter of time, we will reach that. Okay, so other than that, we can also set goal for servicing and also follow-ups. So this one, for example, you can set 3 to 5 follow-ups. So follow-up nowadays is can be very variant, right? You can be like social media follow-up. Okay, people who have asked you about our mattress probably a few days ago, you need to do follow-up. Okay, so for a new month, you need to flashback. Okay, whatever happened in May, is there any follow-up that you're supposed to do? You can do in June. So you can plan out those follow-up, or you can plan out any of your group that you have sponsored maybe 2 months ago or 3 months ago. Probably their voucher is expiring soon, or their coupon is expiring soon. So you can do that kind of follow-up or servicing to them. Okay, so it's not like nothing to do, and okay, it's our own business. There are a lot of things that we can do. Okay, just a matter we got plan on it or not. Do we think about it or put it into our schedule? Okay, and then of course, when we set our goals, right, we need to have that relationship with our goals. Because from my own experience, I will say that if let's say today you can set very ambitious or you can set very fire up goal, okay, but then you might not end up chasing it because you don't have that relationship with that goal. So when I say relationship is, for example, if you know that you know very well about the Amway plan, when you think, wow, one day if I become bronze, or one day when I become platinum, or one day when I become emerald, okay, what are the rewards, the most desiring reward that you will get? For example, for myself, peace of mind or flexibility of the time, freedom, okay? So create that connection, that relationship with your goals so that you understand well, whenever you sponsor 5 people in a month, it brings you closer to that relationship, okay, which is you need to have that feeling. Okay, if you don't have feeling like, okay, I achieved 5,000 PV, so what? Okay, you don't have that connection with the goal, the ultimate goal that you set, your dreams. Okay, so that one vary by individual, but my advice is we need to create that relationship. Otherwise, for the sake of chasing goal, we might burn out or we might end up tired one day because you don't know when you complete this, you are moving closer to what. Okay, so when I have that kind of relationship, I'm very clear. When I have a very deep one line, I feel very happy because I'm even closer to become free. Okay, become you don't have to manage your business, but your business is growing. That kind of feeling. So you know what you want to achieve and what you want to attain from Amway business. Okay, so everyone is different. You need to find that relationship to link it to your goal. Okay, and then second part, before we go into the new month, after we have set the goal, you need to do planning. Okay, not only to set the goal, because to make the goal happen, we need to plan something out, right? Okay, so the planning part, a few things that I want to share. First, of course, this is my own preference. It might not work for you, or you have your own preference. doesn't matter. But my sharing is I would prefer a monthly view of a calendar. So for example, if you are a person who always plan, you will know that having things that you want to plan in one view, it will definitely help, because like you have a clear picture already. Next week, third week, fourth week got what. Okay, you don't have to flip, or you don't have to change to another page to see that. Okay, so my favorite is always, doesn't matter you are using a physical book or you are using your phone calendar, I will set it into a monthly view, so that immediately in one view, I know already next Wednesday I free or not, next Tuesday I free or not. Okay, so and then second, we fill up our activities. This is something that I learned from our founder Simon, and I really appreciate the philosophy inside his theory, whereby we need to prioritize all our activities in that particular month based on a correct sequence. Okay, so for example, if today we have family, F is the first one that we need to place into our planner. And then R is actually our religion. If you have a religion commitment, like for example, every Sunday we need to go somewhere, you have to put in, okay? Put in first. And then W, if you are a working person, put in your working commitment, okay? And then followed by Amway. Okay, so Amway have to be on top of others for sure. If let's say you are serious about this business, it has to be on top of others. So lastly, only others. Okay, so it will be family, religious, work, Amway, and others. So we arrange our activities and planning in that sequence, and then try to fill out our calendar. Okay, so every beginning of the month, of course, this one we cannot do in the month end, but we need to get ready. Okay, we need to get ready when it comes to the first day of the month. You can already engage with your active leaders. Okay, what are the promotion for this month? And then you can immediately plan already who to actually promote this promotion, how to utilize this promotion to boost your business to achieve the goal that you mentioned just now, your structure, your volume, and also how to achieve your bronze. Yes, and then before the beginning of every month, I will ensure my LOS, okay, my BIB, my name list is updated. So LOS, that means you need to understand your current situation of your line of sponsorship, how many active line, and what are the active line that you want to build your depth. Okay, BIB is one of a very powerful tool where I encourage everyone to have BIB. Okay, BIB is a board in bed. You show your entire structure, you draw out, so that also same thing, in one view, you know already this active line, who is the last person that actually joined in the business. And then you know very well how to actually build synergy from that. Okay, number 3 is the name list. Okay, name list also make sure updated, because whenever we get to know new friends, it has to be put into our plan, okay, into our funnel, where we will start to invite them for STP and so on. So if let's say the name list is not being updated, you'll always see your name list getting shorter, because you never put in efforts to update it. But doesn't mean that you don't get new name lists, just that whenever you get in new name list, you didn't update into your name list. Okay, and then align with the active upline. So in our planning, right, we also need to put into picture, when do we want to counsel our active upline, active mentor. Okay, when is the time when we might need their help? For example, it is your first STP, you might need your diamond or your DD to help you. Okay, so don't do it last minute, because they have their timetable as well. They are doing this kind of planning on their own calendar also. So if let's say you want to secure, or we want to make sure this assistant came in, then we have to plan ahead together with our upline. Okay, and then once we have the goal, we do the proper planning. We need to believe whatever we plan can happen. Okay, so in order to have that belief, I cannot put away this important point, which is to attend all meetings. Okay, because it's only through meetings, things that we plan just now, sometimes when we encounter challenge, we feel it's impossible. But when you attend meeting and you see people who encounter similar challenge, they're able to do it, or they're able to overcome it, that is where we start to learn how to overcome the impossibles. It is only impossible because we face it with our own perspective, our own mindset. But if let's say go to meeting, we exchange perspective, and you know how to actually tackle better, the impossible in future will become possible. Okay. Secondly is learn how to recharge positivity from active upline or active mentor. Okay. So if let's say you really go to the field, or if you really do this kind of 4 basic consistently, definitely you will be charged with negative also. So we need to learn how to recharge ourselves, not only through active upline and also active mentor. We can also recharge from reading and listening to CD and also audio. Okay, number 3, do not laser focus on challenges, obstacle, and rejection. So when I say laser focus is we very, like, you cannot let go. Okay, someone say something very bad about you, when they reject you, you just keep thinking, and drill down towards that. And then end of the day, you might end up question yourself, hey, am I doing the right thing? Am I in the right business? Okay, so do not be laser focused on challenges, obstacle, and rejection, because that is very common, not only in Amway, in every business, that is very common. So the person who will actually excel in business is they focus on the right thing. Okay, they focus on where they should improve, where they should move on, where should they do better. Okay, and it's not focused on things that they have done wrong. Okay, and then number 4 is, this is, I think, is like a very powerful thing also, is to visit HQ. So whenever you feel very negative, or you need that belief recharge, I will highly encourage you to visit HQ, because when you go into a HQ, you feel the aura, first thing. Second thing is through your observation. If you really walk in and you observe, you'll see a example. You see a person who is younger than you building the business with a trolley of so many Amway items. Then you will start thinking, sometimes when we complain, oh, I cannot sell, nobody buy from me, and then you suddenly see this kind of scene where a person who is younger than you can do so much of sales, then you will start to gain that confidence. Actually, we can do it, just that we haven't learned how to overcome the challenges and also the obstacle that we face. And if let's say that person can do it, we can do it as well. Okay, so that is the how powerful it is when we go to the HQ. That is what I really feel like whenever I go to HQ, not only to buy stuff for customer, but I also will observe the surrounding. Okay, and then also it gives us the confidence also when we see, actually so many people is still building the business. You feel very positive, you feel very well. Okay, so that is some of the way that I can advise how to boost up the belief. So when we know how to set the goal, how to plan, how to always strengthen the belief, and then lastly, of course, we cannot run away from action. Okay, so in terms of action, it's like the Nike slogan, just do it. Okay, there's nothing complicated. It's really just do it. Okay, last time when I just joined the business, my founder's diamond told me the same thing, but I just always stuck there. Okay, don't start the action. So if let's say today you are still new to the business, or you just exposed to the business for not long, I really highly encourage you to just do it with the concept of these few points follow. First, do not drown in preparation. Okay, we always want to prepare very good already, very well already, then only go present or show the plan. No such thing. Okay, or even if let's say your friend asks you about one product, for example, asks you about the protein, you're not there to reply because you feel, oh, my information or my knowledge maybe not complete yet, and then you take maybe 1-2 days to prepare the information. Okay, not there to reply yet. Okay, got 2 possibilities. Okay, one is you prepare until you also forgot to reply him or her. Second, maybe when the moment you think you are well prepared and you reply, he or she might already get it from another person. So that is the reason why I said do not drown in preparation. Always learn how to handle the situation and whatever things that you encounter on the spot. And even if you don't handle it well, doesn't matter, just learn from it. At least you learn a very valuable lesson from that encounter. Okay, so number 3, do not be perfectionist. So when I say perfectionist, is very similar to over-prepared, okay? But then perfectionist is even worse, because we want to make sure no mistake, then only we do. But in action, I would say it's all about making mistakes. Okay, the more mistake we make, it will train us up to become a more powerful leader. And then in the future, you are the more confident one to give advice to your group and to your leaders also. Okay, so if let's say today you are a perfectionist, you never encountered any mistake before, to me that is actually not a perfect leader. Okay, so a perfect leader is a person who actually done a lot of mistake before themselves, and they learn from it, and then they want to ensure their future leaders don't repeat the same. Okay, so number 4, do not practice maybe later. So maybe later is whenever you get that very good opportunity, or people who approach you proactively, then you, because of your busy schedule, or because you don't know how to handle your stress, or don't know how to schedule your timing, or you don't know how to leverage or seek help from your upline, and then you say maybe later. Okay, so sometimes that maybe later, you might say maybe later only I get back to him. Okay, maybe later only I text him back. Okay, but that maybe later most of the time will become never. All right, so to me, if let's say we are we are tied up with our resources, okay, do not worry, because in this business you always have your upline. If your upline also busy, you have your outline. If your outline also busy, you have your diamond, right? So it's always so many resources for you to tap and also to leverage on. So do not use maybe later. Okay, if you really think that thing need to be solved or need to be handled by that time, seek help. Okay, and then don't lose that opportunity. Okay, opportunity do not knock on the door twice. Okay, so for example, a person who asks you about, for example, a big ticket item, they ask you about atmosphere. Okay, they will not ask you again when you're free. Okay, they will only, the reason they ask is because they need that thing. Okay, they don't accommodate our free time. So if I say you get the opportunity, like I said, learn how to find solution. Okay, there's definitely way to actually solve it. Okay, lastly, action is about momentum. To me, like if you imagine you doing the running, or if you are doing hiking, okay, if the moment you stop for too long, it's very hard for you to kickstart again. So always have that self reminder. For example, I set my goal is to do 3 to 5 follow up per day. But if let's say today I haven't do any follow up or any text with the person who related to the business yet, I should do already, or at least tomorrow early morning I will start to do. Okay, so momentum, if we manage to keep that momentum, it will create that consistency. Okay, so make it a long marathon run. Okay, whenever we do action, we have to treat it as a long marathon. You will not get tired because you already have that momentum, and you will only get tired if let's say you only suka do, you suka no do. Okay, then you will get tired, because when we apply that to sport, also same thing. If you are doing sprinting, you just do that explosive run for 400 meter, but right after 400 meter you cannot run further. You might need to get some rest, and even after some rest, sometimes you feel lazy to start up another 400-meter run again. Okay, but if let's say today you plan well, you know that it's a very long run, it's a marathon, then you learn how to maintain the momentum, and then you get that consistency. You won't feel tired to kickstart, because you know that sometimes even if you slack, or sometimes if you stop, it's only for a while, and then you learn, you know how to pick up very fast again. Okay, so same thing in this business. Whenever we plan, and especially for a new month coming next month, okay, we need to ensure we're able to do all these things before the new month comes. And when the new month comes, emphasize on your name list, emphasize on the promotion, how to actually break through whatever volumes that you are currently at. Okay,